Don't marry anyone who asks you these 5 questions. In the world of relationships, words are powerful. Questions, especially in the early stages, are not just casual inquiries. They often reveal hidden intentions, values, and red flags. Sadly, most people ignore or misinterpret these signals until they are deeply entangled in toxic marriages. In this video, we will explore 5 dangerous questions that should never be ignored. These questions may seem harmless on the surface, but they are often loaded with warning signs of manipulation, control, emotional immaturity, and selfishness. How much do you earn? While financial transparency is critical in long-term relationships, it becomes suspicious when someone is overly curious about your income at the very early stages of a relationship. Financial discussions should emerge naturally and respectfully as trust grows. However, if someone is fixated on your earnings too early, it's less about building a future and more about calculating what they can extract from you. Marriage should be built on love and mutual respect, not on transactional calculations. Do you think you can obey me? In relationships, mutual respect and submission are healthy. However, when one partner demands blind obedience, it is often a smokescreen for control and dominance. Here is a true life story of Laura, a devout Christian. She met James, a church leader, who seemed like the perfect partner. During one dinner date, he asked, as the Bible says, "Will you obey me no matter what happens as your husband?" Laura smiled and thought it was just a normal question. After a few months, they got married later. Unfortunately, she learned the hard way that James twisted scriptures to justify his authoritarian behavior. He was a narcissist. He controlled what she wore, where she went, and even who she spoke to. A healthy marriage is about mutual submission, love, and respect. It's not about one person becoming a dictator. Any man who asks for submission too early, or total obedience from him, is setting up an environment of emotional suffocation and manipulation. Would you be okay if I never changed? Growth is one of the most important foundations of any relationship. When someone declares that they have no intention of changing, it's a massive red flag. Marry someone who acknowledges flaws and is actively working on them. Beware of those who boldly declare that they will never change. That's not confidence. It's emotional irresponsibility and laziness. Will you forgive me no matter what I do? This question may sound romantic or spiritual, but it's often a manipulative tactic designed to set the stage for emotional blackmail and unchecked behavior. Forgiveness is sacred, but it's not a license for repeated offenses without change. Be careful of anyone who tries to extract unconditional forgiveness before even committing the offense. That's not love, it's a psychological trap. Most people who ask this question are unrepentant, hard-hearted, and manipulative. People should understand that love is a two-way street. What goes around comes around. It takes 2 to fall in love, and it takes 2 to make love work. One party shouldn't think that they can act anyhow and get away with it all in the name of love. Why can't you be like my ex? One of the most emotionally destructive behaviors in relationships is comparison. It erodes self-worth, breeds resentment, and creates an unhealthy cycle of dissatisfaction. Once you are dating someone, and they start bringing in their ex into it, just know that they are with the wrong partner. Anyone who always mentions their ex or compares you to their ex should better go back to their ex. Never tolerate such question, no matter how much you love the person involved. Never marry someone who sees you as a placeholder for someone else. Healthy love celebrates your uniqueness and individuality. If you are constantly measured against a ghost from the past, you will never feel truly loved or accepted. The questions we allow or ignore in the early stages of a relationship can make or break our future. These 5 questions are often hidden red flags, subtle ways people test how much control, power, or tolerance they can get away with. In the name of love, many people ignore these warning signs only to find themselves stuck in cycles of emotional abuse, manipulation, or regret. Always remember that healthy relationships are built on respect, not fear, growth, accountability, and mutual. Are built on respect, not fear. Growth, accountability, and mutual love must be the foundation. You should never confuse control for love or manipulation for commitment. Always ask yourself, is this person building me up or setting me up? The questions we permit can predict the quality of the relationship we will live in. Have you ever experienced these questions before in a relationship? Share your experiences in the comments section down below.